Hey everyone. You may have noticed that we've popped back online recently. Over the weekend, I started a live stream entitled Live Streaming Until We Can Afford a Home in This Economy. A little clickbaity, yes, but the reality is we need to buy a home very soon for a lot of the reasons involving Taj's requirements. The other thing is we've been given a notice to vacate and we need to be out of here currently by the 15th of February. I feel this video is necessary before we go into the following week to explain why we stopped the live stream and why are we doing these videos every day this week leading up to the auction, outlining the things that I went over the course of the weekend on the live stream, because I feel like the initial plan didn't go to plan. So now we're adjusting. I'm just doing this unscripted, lightly edited, so you don't have to endure all my ums and ahs and pauses. If there's one thing you get out of this video, it's please give us a subscription on YouTube. It's free. If you can like it and share it with anyone that you think could help out and also might share it as well, that would be wonderful. That's the biggest goal here, is to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so we can do a lot more with the channel. The other thing is I need to explain why we haven't been posting for a long time. I also want to address donations and why I've raised the donation target to $350,000. So let's get into it. The weekend stream went really well in terms of I was able to stream consecutively for about 74 hours straight. The PC was screaming. It was currently past 10 p.m. and we're almost at 29.9 degrees Celsius. Put Fahrenheit somewhere here, Ben. So it's super hot. I had Taj in here with me, which was wonderful because I had multi-camera. People got to see Taj on stream. We went through a whole bunch of stuff over the course of travels in the last 2 years. I just basically pulled up my Google Photos and started going through and showing things. This was a fallback to wanting to actually put all of those into individual videos, nicely produced and edited, all the B-roll, A-roll, all the titles and music and the stuff that I really want to strive to be doing with the channel. But, I think I've tried to run before I can walk. And although I can do all of these things and I have the skills, it's more about putting it in context with our crazy lives. All of the uncertainty that comes with Taj, plus all of the, just the pressures and the responsibilities of life. During the stream, I was noticing that I couldn't go back more than 45 minutes in the YouTube app. Didn't matter if I was signed in as me or if Liz was doing it, couldn't seem to go back. And I had to assume that that meant that the video, that the on-demand video that is recorded and stored that you can access later, wasn't happening. So yeah, I just had to assume that all of that stuff that I was talking about, I wouldn't be able to edit down into shorter videos. And that was the plan. I was live streaming. It was a legitimate cause with a legitimate level of severity. And look, tomorrow we might be able to negotiate the original terms of the lease to be offered again for us to not have to move. It means that we incur a break lease fee. We obviously have to pay that extra $75 a week till we move out. Seems arbitrary, but I think there's other context which I'll add to our year renting this house, give you a better picture as to why we really want to get out of here. B, we don't want to have to move to somewhere else and then move again within a few weeks. It's really expensive. Everyone knows that moving is up there on everyone's most hated things in life to do, most stressful things in life to do as well. And we've just moved interstate just over 12 months ago. Being in a 30+ degree room, not really I was with Taj, but Liz is having to deal with a crazy 5-year-old. We're a family. I can't just be doing what lots of streamers do, and they make it look easy, but it's not easy. And I'm doing it to 0 viewers for 99% of the time. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Reset. This video this week. So it'll be a video today, video every day this week up until the auction, actually, and including the auction, because we'll obviously let you know what happens. So it's going to be an exciting week with lots of machinations. So make sure you're subscribed. Please subscribe. I'm begging you to subscribe. And then I'll be also letting you know what the plan is for Team Taj moving forward. So where have I been for the last 2 years? Well, running a side project, YouTube, is the first thing that kind of gets put by the wayside. Then you haven't been doing things for a while. You start to feel guilty. You start to feel shame. You start to feel failure. You don't want to think about it. And when you do have that precious spare time, addressing that is far more difficult than playing some Halo with some friends or watching a movie or watching a show and actually chilling out rather than sort of doing more work. A lot of life happened for us. We moved interstate, which was huge. We traveled internationally, which was huge. Two things I wanted to be sort of blogging and documenting, but there's also hospital visits, Taj getting ill. There's also lots of sort of just life. And when this side project is something that is also then feeding into your mental health or lack thereof, and feeling so ashamed that you've let this sort of fall by the wayside, and oh, what a failure, and you've lost all that goodwill that you earned after you launched. Think about how great you felt after launch, how liberating it was to just not feel so shit all the time. And there was this sort of like, clearing of the skies, and it felt wonderful. I really felt that I could sort of use that, but life got in the way and other things came up. And I was also wanting to surprise a friend over in the UK. It's not the reason why I haven't been putting out content. Please don't think that if you're watching. But it was also like in that period after launch, before we went away, I was trying to keep it a secret. And the idea was blog the trip, and then when we get back, then that's like a stream of content for us to work on whilst we do all of the other content. I had a plan. I had a content plan, but that all just seems to disappear with the reality of our life. Plus, you add me being a very neurotic person and being very, again, anxious and suffering from depression. It's not the best sort of mix for being a YouTuber. Anyway, the thing is, it doesn't matter. No one really cared that we weren't posting. It doesn't matter what the gap was. It doesn't matter that it was born from a horrible thing that happened and a horrible situation that we're in. That's why I'm wanting to use it as an opportunity rather than just suffer in silence. So this Thursday, on the 9th of January, there's an auction for a home that is already modified for disability. Previous owner's husband was wheelchair bound, so there's an accessible bathroom and ramp access to the rear. It also has a pool, which is heated, which means Taj can do hydrotherapy at home, which is so huge, and he loves the water. We went to the pool on yesterday, Saturday. It was so hot. We were like, Jack, let's just put the loop on the stream and let's go to the pool. We went to the pool. Taj had the best time. And I was just like, we've got to at least really, really try and get this home. It's not the dream home. There are a lot of issues. It's in a flood affected area, a fire affected area. It's very close to high voltage power line. This is something that a lot of people are saying, walk away. Quite rightly so. I don't think they really understand though what it's like to be in our situation, staring down the barrel of the housing market at the moment, because as a lot of you are probably aware, it's fucked. It is proper fucked. If you aren't very wealthy, buying a home is an extremely scary, costly, risky affair. We're in Brisbane, Australia. Median house prices in the suburb that we want to buy for 4 bedrooms is $1.4 million. And we're going to have to borrow probably 1.1, if we can get it, $1.2 million. We are barely able to service that loan, but we could service that loan. And then we have to spend all of our money that we have to put on this home for the deposit. And then you have to also come up with an extra $50,000 for stamp duty. It's crazy. So you're looking at like $8,000 a month in mortgage repayments. What I'm trying to do is, if we can get any little fundraising thing going, maybe we can be a bit more confident in going to this auction. It's a very, very, very small chance, but I'm hoping that a lot of small donations could get us a really long way. So I just have to address donations for a second. We feel really weird about asking for donations. To be honest, Liz and I are terrible at asking for things, and we're not asking you to donate. I'm just sort of saying, if you are going to, a $5 buy me a coffee is all we could ever ask for, and we would be so grateful for. I've tried to say thank you, and it's just been really awkward and cringy. Just know that you are doing an incredible thing by supporting us financially, and those large donations, I am just really hoping they're coming from people that can spare that money. I really understand that times are tough right now for a lot of people, which is why I really would prefer smaller donations and just to share this around with people. So, if you want to say, hey, this is a really great cause, if you can give them a couple of bucks, that would be awesome. And please share it. If you want to comment and help our engagement, but you don't know what to say, just pop in "We are Team Taj" or "Go Team Taj, go Taj. Great work, guys." But if you write bad stuff, I'm not going to reply. If you write good stuff, I'm replying, I'm liking it. And you're making my day. Like, you're literally making my day by liking my video. A subscription is like, you've made my year. Like, we got 10 subs over the course of 74 hours of me streaming, and that made it worth it. And I mean, obviously the donations were just insanity. Thank you. It's all amazing. So something as little as clicking subscribe, it's free, that goes so far. And we want to get to our 1,000 subscriber goal so we can do more with the channel. Now, there are other ways to donate other than the GoFundMe. There's PayPal. So if you just wanted to do a $2 and you have PayPal, do it that way. That's risk-free for you in terms of like the platform. It all comes to us and it doesn't have percentage taken off by GoFundMe or the Buy Me a Coffee platform. I think it's a nice kind of way to symbolically shout someone something. You can make it recurring, but I do not expect that. So just a one-off, buy me a coffee. That'd be awesome. You can find all that information at weareteamtaj.com/donate. And to address the Bitcoin thing, no, I'm not trying to do some sort of Taj coin, and I'm not a crypto guy. But I just thought if there are any people that are sitting on a massive Bitcoin fortune and you want to just slice off a very thin fraction and send it my way, there's a way to facilitate that. So that's the only reason that's there. Look, that's it. I've rambled a lot. I think I've covered all the stuff I wanted to say. Cover everything else this week. Now it's getting really late now and I've got to edit this and get this out. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch you tomorrow.